Hey, good afternoon, Aquarius, and welcome to your November 2020 tarot reading. Welcome to Love and Abundance Tarot. My name is Carrie, and I'm super excited to be here with you. I always look forward to the Aquarius tarot reading. My sun sign is Aquarius, so what can I say? I love Aquarian energy. So Aquarius, I'm confident we're going to have a fantastic tarot reading for you today. Hopefully we're going to be able to pick up on the energies of many of you, be able to pull up these energies and share part of your story in terms of what's going to be happening for you in November so that we can better prepare you for the energies that lie ahead of you. So Aquarius, similar to last month, I'm going to provide you an astrological reading or an astrological forecast, your astrological forecast for the month of November, and what that means if you're new to the channel, right? And if you're new to the channel, welcome. It's great to have you here. I hope that you enjoy my energy and the energies that show up in the reading. You like my tarot reading style, and if so, I hope you subscribe. And if you're a returning subscriber, because I know we have all kinds of Aquarian soul family members that have subscribed out there, welcome. It's great to connect with all of you. Okay, so astrological forecast, what that represents is we're going to look at November, and we have certain planets that are moving, and these planets move into specific houses for you, Aquarius. Depending on the planet and the house that it moves into, it creates a different kind of energy for you, right? An energy that's just, you can't escape it. It's just part of your life experience. So it's a great idea for many of us, right, that like to better prepare for the energies that lie ahead, to pay close attention to the dates, the specific dates that I point out to you throughout the month of November, and the activity in the planets and the houses, and what that represents for you energetically. So the more I'm learning about this, the more I'm learning about tarot and astrology, I'm just learning that it's so important, right? If we're mindful, if it's something that matters to us, right? And I know the way Aquarius thinks. I know you guys are similar to me, that you're into the same kind of understanding of energy, right? Fascinated with the mysteries of life. Anyways, I'm wired that way, and I think Aquarius in general is wired that way. So the astrological forecast is going to give us a big picture look, right? It's so wise of us to follow these energies, to be aware of them, so that, you know, when we're experiencing a certain energy during a certain time of month, right, there's an optimum time in our lives to be able to do things, right? And there's a less optimum time to be able to do certain things. So we just follow these energies, and it makes our path in life so much better. It makes our communication more clear and better. It enhances our relationships. So I'm excited to share your astrological forecast with you. The second thing that I'm going to do is provide you a tarot reading for the month of October. So the astrological forecast, in a way, is going to kind of give us a big picture look energetically at what's taking place for you in November, right, to prepare you for that. And then the tarot reading is going to allow us to kind of hone in and to see a little more specifically in details how some of these energies are going to manifest for many of you. So keep in mind, this reading will not be for every Aquarius, but it will be for many of you. The astrological forecast applies with your sun, moon, or rising sign. But I want to emphasize, as I'm learning more and more about astrology, that there is an emphasis on your rising sign energy when it comes to following the forecast. You know, so if you know your rising sign and it's not Aquarius, you may want to go to that reading and just watch the astrological forecast. I mean, as long as you're there, watch the whole reading, right? But no, I recommend that you do that because there's just a strong influence and impact with your rising energy when it comes to the astrological forecast. With the tarot reading, your sun, moon, rising, or you may have Aquarius in your Venus, right? Whatever the energies were that brought you here, trust those energies. Some of you may be tuning in, checking in on an Aquarius. Others of you may just be intuitively guided to be here. Trust those energies. Okay, Aquarius, let's get started. So I'm just changing things up. I like to do things a little bit different. You know, we have Uranus and Taurus right now, right? And that affects all of us, and it stays that way until 2025. So it's about breaking patterns, right? Changing things up, doing things differently, taking a different route to work, trying different styles, moving things around in the house, but changing things up, breaking up your typical daily, in some cases maybe what can feel like a mundane routine, right? It allows us to remove the mundane and to bring some new energies into our life. So Grace, first thing I want to share with you in this month's reading is I'm just going to share a few interesting facts about Aquarius, right? And these facts won't apply to all Aquarians, so I hope you don't get offended. I mean, I don't think any of these are really offensive, but I find that with my Aquarian energy, these are pretty accurate. So I'm going to share these with you, and then we're going to start your astrological forecast. Okay, so interesting facts about an Aquarius. Impress an Aquarius by making them think and laugh, right? We Aquarians, we love that mental energy. We're in our heads thinking a lot. We love to get that mental stimulation going on. And of course, we all love to laugh, right? So it's a great way to just attract an Aquarius, right? Come up with a real intelligent conversation, subject or something, or make us laugh. Okay, Aquarius can get bored easily. They need something new, unique, and out of the ordinary to keep things entertained, or to keep them entertained. And I find that to be very true with my Aquarius energy. When an Aquarius really loves someone, their love comes from deep within the Aquarian heart, right? And that's very true. Aquarians decide whether they like you or not within the first few minutes, right? And this rarely changes. I'm still kind of processing that one. I like to think I'd give people a little more time than just a few minutes. But we Aquarians, I mean, we love to watch people, right? To read people, to study people, because we're fascinated with human behavior. So a lot of times we can get that reading really early on. Last thing is, if you want someone to tell you what you want to hear, don't ask an Aquarius. All right, I love that one. Aquarians, we're just straight shooters, right? We tell you what we're really thinking and feeling would be best at the time, not so concerned about, coming through and just telling you what you want to hear. All right, Aquarius, let me take a sip of my drink here, and then let's get into your astrological forecast. Okay, so the month of November, it's a big month. It's going to be similar to October, and it's an intense month. A lot of different shifts and movements with the planets and such. A few big things, right, that are affecting all of us in the month of November. We have Mars. It goes from being in retrograde to going back to being direct on November the 14th, right? So the middle of November. We have Mercury going direct on November 4th, right? So it's in retrograde right now. And then Jupiter and Pluto, they come together right around the middle of November, which I'm going to talk a little bit about what those energies mean and what they represent to us. Okay, so Aquarius, on the 4th of November, we have Mercury goes direct and joins Venus in your 9th house. This is a great time to negotiate contracts, right? Buying and selling, if you're doing any buying and selling, or maybe you're writing up contracts, whether they're rental contracts or work contracts. A great time around the 4th of November to do that. This is also a great time for communicating with those within your close circle and those within your widened circle, right? So a great time to reach out, communicate, and connect with people within our close circle, right? Neighbors, friends. But then, we're in the day of technology with computers and the internet. So a lot of times our social network can be extended clear on the other side of the world, right? So reaching out and connecting within your close circle and then your more widened out circle. All right, this is also a great time to learn new things, to study, research, and possibly communicate what you've learned with others. Right, so the 9th house is about thinking, it's about studying, it's about philosophy and such. With Venus moving into that house, what that means, Venus is the planet of love and attraction, right? So when it comes to the things, Aquarius, that you want to research and study, go after those things that you love, that you're passionate about, and just immerse yourself and lose yourself in it. Okay, Aquarius, I'm excited for you guys. On the 11th, we have Mercury coming into your 10th house, and it joins the Sun here. This energy shines a light on your career, on the career for some of you. Some of you may be changing careers, and some may be starting a whole new career. Aquarius, what are you passionate about when it comes to work or career, right? What things make you come alive, right? What things do you do that seem effortless, right, that don't feel like work? Those are the things that you want to go after and pursue when it comes to work. So follow your passion. Okay, on the 14th, Mars goes direct in your 3rd house. This is a great time for new communications. Some of you may be connecting with new groups and organizations that are involved in a matter or subject that you're interested in. This is a great time for those more difficult conversations, right? So activities in the third house. The third house is about communication. Mars is the planet of action, right? So a time to take action when it comes to our communication. So what I'm mindful of is, many times, sometimes we have a little bit of an understanding coming up that maybe there's going to be a difficult conversation that we need to have. Pay attention to these dates. And when it comes to being able to initiate that difficult conversation, follow the energies, because Aquarius, you're going to find that things move a lot more smooth for you and for the other person. All right, Aquarius, on the 15th, we have a new moon, and this happens in your 10th house. Then Jupiter and Pluto also come together right around the middle of the month. Jupiter is the planet of good fortune, right? Abundance. Pluto is the planet of death and transformations. So in November, right, there are going to be a lot of transformational changes that many of us are going to be going through and experiencing. Maybe not just one, but several. Okay, so on the 22nd, Venus joins the same energy in your 10th house, right, along with the new moon. Venus, again, is the planet of attraction, of love. The 10th house is about your career, right? So this is about attraction and love when it comes to your career. Being mindful of what it is you do. Going after and doing what you love to do. Maybe changing things up some within your workplace in a way that gives you a chance to maybe create some new energies and experience something a little more passionately, right? Bring some passion, some joy and excitement into whatever it is you do, right? And for others of you, right, this is a beautiful time for if you have any ideas, of business ideas, of things that you want to start, this is a beautiful time, right, to pursue those ideas. A great time to brainstorm, a great time to communicate with others. Okay, Aquarius, on the 22nd, we have the sun coming into your 11th house of socializing and connecting, right? 11th house is your house, Aquarius, right? This is all about our connections, our social circle. This is a great time to reconnect with friends, close or online, to share ideas, and for some of you, to form alliances and partnerships, right? So, Aquarius, keep in mind, there's all kinds of activity in the month of November. I noted it when I was taking notes here. In your third house of communications, it's going to be big for you in the month of November, right? And then also your career, the 10th house activity. And then it branches out from that in your 11th house with all of your social contacts. So I feel like the month of November is going to be a real social month for many of you, reaching out and connecting with others. Okay, and then on the 30th of the month, we have a lunar eclipse taking place in your 5th house. This is a great time for you to be a creative, Aquarius. You create energy, your creative energies bring you passion and a zest for joy and having fun in whatever it is you do, right? Whatever it is you're doing, if you're going about doing it creatively, you're stimulated, right? It pulls you in. You can become fixated on it. It becomes fun for you. So, Aquarius, there is your astrological forecast for the month of November. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Now let's hone in a little more specifically, and let's look at the tarot cards and see what tarot has to say for some of you in the month of November. So, Aquarius, I'm not worried about time on your reading today. I'm just having fun connecting with you guys. And we're just going to pull some great energies and see what the cards have to say. The first energy that we're going to pull is going to be an affirmation card taking us into your tarot reading today. Okay, Aquarius. The affirmation taking us into your tarot reading today comes to us is letting go. Let me throw on my spectacles here. Allow the wisdom to remain, but the sting I shall never feel again. Allow the wisdom to remain, but the sting I shall never feel again. Allow the wisdom to remain, but the sting I shall never feel again. Okay, Aquarius, letting go. It's a great energy. And what I'm feeling as I'm reading this energy to you, what's coming to mind are the transformational changes that'll be taking place in November for many of us, right? Transformational change is a major change and a major shift, right? And typically what follows that transformational kind of energy is usually we're in the process of letting go of something in our life, right? We could be letting go of a habit, right? Some of us may be letting go of people in our life, changing relationships. You may be moving, relocating, right? But you're letting go of energies in your life that are just no longer serving you, right? And transforming yourself into a brand new energy and a brand new experience. All right, Aquarius. Let's pull some tarot cards and see. Let's see what else is going on for you in November. So I'm doing your reading this month with my Psychic Tarot deck by John Holland. Similar to last month's deck, but it's a little bit different. Cards are different. Okay, Aquarius. So the energy showing up as the central theme and energy for your reading for November comes to us as new beginnings, right? Again, feeling this transformational kind of energy connected to this. This represents the Fool's energy, right? The Fool represents the energy of being at the very beginning of a journey, right? It kind of reminds us of going back to when we were kids, right? When we were kids, we didn't have fears, worries, concerns. I don't even think anxiety existed, right? For many of us as kids. This is about taking chances, right? Going out, putting your foot out there, jumping in with both feet, taking chances, embracing new experiences. And here we see these new experiences coming in for many of you in the month of November. It's about letting go of the fears, the worries, and the concerns, right? Trusting. All right, Aquarius, let's pull some more energies for you here. All right, coming in at the top of your reading, we have the waiting game. So this is equivalent to the Two of Wands. You know, it represents, well, it represents the energy of waiting. You know, some of you may be waiting for some of these new beginnings to come into your life. Let's pull another energy. Okay, beautiful. The next energy that came out for us shows up as the Nine of Cups. It's fulfillment and wishes, right? So this is a beautiful energy. It represents the energy, you know, of the things that you imagine, the things that you dream about, right? The things you wish for, the things that you hope for. Showing up here in your reading, it's the universe, your guides, letting you know these energies are available for you, right? So we want to make the right kind of choices, manage our energy appropriately so that we're able to receive this fulfillment of wishes energy. Some of you, that may be exactly what you're waiting for. Okay, beautiful. The next energy to show up is triumph, right? So this is representing the energy of Cancer, right? You may be connected to a Cancer. But here we see the man on the horse, right? He's moving. So it's representing movement, right? Cancer energy, water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. He looks like, I'm just looking at the man, he's holding a flag and his hair's blown back, right? So he's running fast on the horse. So I feel like this is representing the energy of changes, right? Changes that are coming in, and it looks like they're coming in a bit of a hurry. All right, Aquarius. Okay, the next energy showing up for us comes to us as the Five of Cups, and it's emotional loss. So Five of Cups energy, it represents the energy of, you know, something from the past that's happened, right? Where we felt some type of emotional loss, right? Could have came from a conversation, could have been connected to a relationship, right? But feeling this emotional loss, right? And here he is, he's holding his heart, right? So it's a heartfelt energy. That's coming in right underneath the waiting game, next to new beginnings. Beautiful. Aquarius, coming in next, we have foundation and achievements. The Four of Wands, right? So this is a beautiful energy. This represents the marriage card for many of you, right? So some of you may be getting married in the month of November, but it's representing, you know, coming together, the union. Notice we see the rainbow here. We see the house, and here's the family, right? So some of you, yeah, you may be connecting in a relationship. You may be, you know, some of you may be merging families together. All right, Aquarius, beautiful energy coming in now, right? Here we have the Six of Wands, which represents the energy of victory and success. So victory and success is coming in underneath the energy of emotional loss. Here the figure is standing on the edge of this cliff, right? He's got his horn out, he's blowing his horn. I think this is the moon behind him, right? Interesting. But here he's blowing the horn, right? Announcing to the world, right? Success, victory and success. That's a great energy for you, Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius, next energy coming in for us. More changes. Destiny, right? Some of you are on a destined path, right? You may be in a destined connection. This may be a destined relationship for some of you. But destiny, so it represents the energy of the Wheel of Fortune, right? So this is changes, right? Changes that are coming into your life. And we know that November is already about changes for you, Aquarius, because we have new beginnings and we have triumph, right? With him heading in, right? Bringing the flag of victory. I mean, that's kind of what I'm feeling here is he's coming in a hurry because he's bringing great news, right? It's news of victory. All right, Aquarius. And here's the beginning. Prosperity begins. Ace of Pentacles, right? So this is a tangible beginning, right? That's felt and experienced. Notice the two hands here, right? So some of you, Aquarius, you may be beginning experiencing some type of new beginning, right? With a connection, a relationship in your life. The hands are really standing out to me. So, as well as this tree and this growth, right? These two hands, these two people, you've been together for a while, right? Working on getting to know one another, understanding one another better in order to create this growth, to blossom such a beautiful tree. All right, and the fruit are standing out to me. I don't even know if I've noticed the fruit before, right? But notice the fruit. I mean, they're big, they're large fruits, right? So the fruits of your labor, the fruits of these trees, right? Big fruit. I just feel like it's a great energetic indication for you, Aquarius. There. How was that for saying it? All right, Aquarius. Let's get some clarification now. Give me just a minute. Let me take a look at these energies and get a better sense of what's going on here. But yeah, the month of November, definitely a month for new beginnings, right? It's going to be a transformational month for many of us. We have the waiting game, right? Some of you may have been waiting for this to come along, right? Waiting for these changes to move in quickly, waiting for these changes to bring you changes to lead you towards the fulfillment of your wishes. But here he is, right? Rushing into town. Like, I have good news. I'm in a hurry. I feel like this is all just very positive energy. So, coming off of some type of emotional loss, right? And I get that, right? Because really, with everything that's happening in the world right now, the chaos, right? The limiting energies that are out there. I'm not at all surprised every now and then to see a little limiting energy show up in the tarot reading. But we're going to get some clarification on this emotional loss. It's coming in right underneath the waiting game. And I feel like many of you, you've been waiting for this, maybe for this moment in your life for quite some time. Let's get some clarification. First thing I want to do is ask about new beginnings. All right, Aquarius, tell us about new beginnings, please. Okay. All right, Aquarius, we had three energies that came out. This is where we're getting the clarification, right? The center energy for your reading. So this is a strong and important energy for Aquarius for November. So new beginnings, taking the leap of faith. So the first energy that came out, King of Wands, right? So fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You may be connected to an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But this is the King of Action, right? The King of Action. He's a go-getter. He achieves, right? He goes after what he wants. So you're being encouraged, Aquarius, right? When it comes to this new beginning, to embrace this energy, right? Of taking action, but you're combining it with the Fool's energy, right? Which is about letting go and trusting, right? So you're moving forward with full faith and trust, but you're moving forward with a lot of action, a lot of movement. And you're moving towards these new beginnings. So also attached to these new beginnings, we have the Knight of Wands, right? Again, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Here we have the Lover's card. Represents the energy of Gemini. Some of you may be connected to a Gemini. This is representing soulmate energy, right? This knight, this is the fastest moving knight. You could tell because his horse is coming in on its hind legs, right? So he is moving quickly towards this couple, right? Soulmate type connection. Whatever this connection represents for you in your life, Aquarius. For some of you, it may be a romantic connection, love connection. For others, it may be a friendship, right? It may be a connection to a family member or a coworker. It really doesn't matter. It's more about the closeness, right? The closeness of the energies that the two of you share. All right, Aquarius, tell us about the waiting game. Tell us about the waiting game. Okay, so interesting. We have 2 4s that came out. This is where we're getting our clarification. Here we have the hourglass, representing the energy of the waiting game. Interesting. I've never noticed this person standing over here on the side, right? And I'm just looking at these circles, right, that are kind of orbiting this hourglass. It kind of reminds me of something that's astrological, right? Movements of planets. That could be connected to, maybe for some of you, this particular time, right? This may be about certain movements and transits of planets, right? In order to take you towards this new beginning, right? In order to lead you towards the fulfillment of all of your wishes. So the energies that showed up to clarify come to us as the 4 of Cups and the 4 of Swords. So this represents the energy of being bored, right? She's focused on this water lily in front of her. She's unaware of these 3 cups that are behind her because she's so fixed on this cup. So it can represent the energy of, feeling like there's just more out there to be lived and experienced, but my focus has just been stuck on one thing, right? So maybe, Aquarius, you've been feeling this transformational change coming up. Like, many of you may know and feel that it's part of your destiny. But feeling somewhat cut off from it. And here we have the 4 of Swords right next to it, which represents the energy of taking time to rest and recuperate, right? So you're being encouraged, Aquarius. For those of you that are feeling this waiting game energy, take a break, right? Take a big breath and breathe. It's all coming in. It's all happening for you. All right, Aquarius, tell us about fulfillment of wishes, please. Okay, all right, Aquarius, we have 2 energies that showed up, right? And this is, we're getting clarification on fulfillment of wishes, right? So all of your hopes, all of your dreams, pretty big, pretty major for you, Aquarius. So here we have the 2 of Pentacles that came out to clarify, which represents the energy of balance, right? Looking at this nymph, she has perfect balance with these pentacles on her arms. It's almost like she's kind of showing off a little bit. Attached to it, we have the Justice card, representing the energy of Libra. Some of you may be connected to a Libra. You may be in a relationship with Libra. But here she stands above the river of truth, right? In one hand, she holds her sword, and the other hand, she holds the scales of justice, right? So this is about fairness, balance, and justice, right? That's coming to you, right? That's available, I should say, it's available for you, Aquarius, that's connected to the fulfillment of your wishes. Yeah, love that for you. I love that for us. All right, Aquarius, tell us about triumph. Tell us about triumph, please. Tell us about triumph. Okay. All right, so Aquarius, here's where we're getting the clarification. Cancer's energy, the number 7, a very spiritual number. When I was looking at the figure before, like I mentioned, I feel like he's in a hurry, right? He's bringing in some news. He's traveling. This is representing changes coming to you, right? We know that because here's the Wheel of Fortune, right? Letting us know what's coming in for you, Aquarius. There are changes that are coming in. Wheel of Fortune. This is a beautiful time, right? To raise our vibration, because what is it that determines the kind of changes that we bring into our life? It's us. It's our own energy, right? Everything from within then gets manifested outside of us, right? So you want to attract as many positive energies into your life, right? So you're attracting beautiful experiences. This is a time to feel grateful, right? Judgment card coming in as the next clarifier. So letting go of judgments, right? Letting go of any judgments that you may have towards anybody in your life, right? Just, it's not worth it, Aquarius. Let it go, right? Do yourself the favor. And when you're able to let go of any feelings of judgment or heavy opinions that you may have towards anybody, excuse me, what it does inevitably is it raises your vibration. Because now you're feeling, instead of feeling left out, right? Instead of feeling like, oh, I'm sad, I'm disappointed, now you're just feeling grateful because you are aware, so aware of everything that you have in your life that you feel blessed for, right? That you feel gratitude towards. Nothing's going to do a better job at raising your vibration, so you're now attracting in beautiful, manifesting beautiful changes. All right, Aquarius. Let's ask about emotional loss, right? Tell us about emotional loss. Okay, well, Aquarius, all I can say is for many of you, this energy of emotional loss, right, representing sadness, disappointment of some sort, right, something that happened from the past. I feel like the past is the past for you, right, because here we see a whole new beginning, right? This is representing the energy of letting go of anything that you're hanging on to emotionally, right? Things from the past that have happened, including maybe even people from the past that were connected to those circumstances, right? Forgiving and letting go, freeing up your energy so that you're stepping into, now you're moving away from feeling that energy of emotional loss. So you're seeing life in a different perspective, right? Many of you, you're going to be communicating differently now. Why? Because you're experiencing life differently. Attached to this energy is the Six of Wands again, right? Representing the energy of victory and triumph. So yeah, we see victory and triumph, right? Conquering and overcoming this emotional loss. And at the end of the day, Aquarius, right, it doesn't happen automatically, right? Most times it requires effort on our part, right? Awareness on our part. So, I hope you're enjoying this reading. All right, Aquarius, tell us about foundation and achievements, please. Okay, so connected to foundation and achievements, which is this energy right here, Four of Wands, right? So yeah, for many, this represents a commitment card. It can represent marriage for some of you, right? And if you're getting married, congratulations. But it's representing connection and love, right? Here we see the Eight of Wands clarifying this. 8 unicorns charging down this mountain, and they're coming in, and they're coming in quickly. In fact, Aquarius, I'm seeing speed all over your reading here, right? A lot of fast movement. Where are these horses headed towards? Page of Cups, right? So this is about a love connection, a message of love coming in. It's illuminated in the lily in front of her. She's trying hard to read it, but she's unable to, right? Maybe a little bit too soon. But these energies connected to foundation and achievements, right? So, and whatever this love is to you, Aquarius, right? If it's a relationship, then it's a relationship, but it doesn't have to be, right? This can be a job, a work connection, just something in your life that you love, that you're passionate about, right? It's coming in quickly. For some of you, there could be some communication about this coming in quickly. All right, Aquarius, tell us about victory and success, please. Okay, so in terms of, and a transformation just came to mind, right? So this is where we're getting clarification, victory and success. Blowing the horn, announcing to the world, right? Victory and success is here. So we have two energies. Here we have the Seven of Wands, right? Which represents the energy of feeling somewhat defensive, right? Here he is defending himself from these 6 other wands, and he has a breastplate in one wand to defend himself. It looks like he's outnumbered, but he's on a dragon, so he's well equipped for this battle. I feel like this is maybe an energy that some of you have been in, that were maybe connected to this energy of emotional loss, right? This could all be within you, second guessing yourself. Like, I mean, am I truly on my path, right? Am I really on my spiritual path? You guys have no idea how many times I've had to ask myself that same question, right? So I get it. I understand this energy really well. Attached to it is the Queen of Cups. So water energy, Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. Queen, so we think of female energy, right? She's the Queen of Love, right? She represents unconditional love to everybody around her. She has both feet in the water, right? So this represents the potential to maybe be a little bit emotional at times. But here you are surrounding yourself, right, with this maternal energy of unconditional love. This may be somebody in your life, right? Or this could also represent your energy. But overcoming this energy, right, leading you towards victory and success. All right, Aquarius, tell us about destiny. Man, I just love that word, destiny. Tell us about destiny, please. Okay. All right, so we have two energies that came out for you, Aquarius, right? And this is where we're getting our clarification. Destiny. Some of you on a destined path. We have the Star card, right? Representing your energy of Aquarius. Some of you may be connected to another Aquarius in your life. Keep that in mind. We have 8 stars above her, 8 representing good fortune, good luck, right? That reminds me of the planet of Jupiter, right? Good fortune, good luck, abundance. It's a very balanced energy. This is representing the energy of manifesting all of your hopes and dreams, right? Coming in attached to the Destiny card, right? So many of you, this is your destined path. And you're on a very spiritual path, right? Spirituality connected to this energy of destiny, showing itself here as the High Priestess. Notice the butterflies around her, right? Butterflies representing new beginnings. She's a manifester, standing above this crescent moon, representing unseen energy. All right, Aquarius. One more clarifier to go through here. Tell us about prosperity begins. Right? Tell us about this beginning. Okay, Aquarius. So we have two energies that showed up, and I get them right away. Here we have prosperity begins, representing a beginning, right? Prosperity beginning. Emphasis on the prosperity. Here we have the King of Pentacles, right? Representing earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So this is somebody who's focused on their stability, right? Focused on their security in life. This is somebody who's a hard worker, right? So this hard-working energy and this stability and security energy attached to this beginning, which is why it's a prosperous beginning for you, right? And then the next energy is the Eight of Swords, right? So letting go of the fear, right? Fear of the things that we're unable to see, right? The blindfold over her eyes. We have 8 ravens here that are holding her captive. If she could just wiggle herself free a little bit, she could remove the blindfold and she could see that she could work her way through those swords, right? So you're leaving this energy. And some of you, it could represent the energy of having it, some of you may be experiencing the energy of, the fear of having enough, of being able to earn and to be able to provide enough. Because the one thing about the King of Pentacles energy is this is a provider right here, right? He's an earner. All right, so this beautiful, hardworking, earning energy that's connected to this prosperous beginning for you. What a great way to to wrap up your reading from today, Aquarius. Thank you so much for all of you that have tuned in for this reading. Thank you if you're new to the channel. I hope you enjoyed my energy and the energies that showed up, that it resonated with you, and that you subscribed. And for those of you that are already subscribed, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I had a blast doing this reading. In fact, this is probably this is the most fun I've had on a reading that I've placed on the channel in quite some time. So thank you very much. Thank you for all the love and the support. If any of you are interested in a personal tarot reading, in the description below are the details on how to go about doing that with my email account. Just send me an email. But I can record a reading for 30 minutes where I send you your own private link, and that way it's yours to keep. Or I've started doing live readings, right? Live where I can see you and you can see me, and I can hold the cards up for you. And it gives you a chance to stop me and ask questions during parts of the reading, right? Where you want a little more clarification and understanding. And I have the chance, right, to be able to get to know you. I love connecting, being able to look at everybody. I mean, I kind of experience it like this by looking into the camera, looking at myself, but I'm not really looking at myself. I'm experiencing it like I'm looking at all of you. So anyways, I love being able to do the live readings because I feel like we're able to really provide some comprehensive understanding for those of you that are interested, that have been interested in getting the personal readings, that have had the experience with me to do them live. They've all went over just fantastic. So if you're interested in one of those, the details are in the description below. Thank you again for all the love and the support. Thank you for all the beautiful comments. You guys lift and inspire me. Okay, Aquarius, you guys are awesome. You have an exciting November to look forward to. Go out and make it happen.